Hi there. I am starting a new feature today. It's going to be called Tuesday's Tips. And I'll be sharing a quick tip about the topic that I'm covering in this week, midweek madness break, career conversations with women in STEM. So this will be a quick little tidbit about that. If you want to check out more information on that, you can join me tomorrow at noon Central to hear what we're talking about. Tomorrow we'll be talking about stopping the thieves. So I'm going to give you a quick tip today on how to claim your work so that you can stop the thieves before they get started. If you want to join Madness, I'll post a link in the comments for you to register. So, idea thieves. You're going to run across them. I hate to say it. It's awful. They're horrible. I don't get it. But I have run across them for years in my career. And there was one particular time frame when they were awful. There was one guy, we'll call him Jack, not his real name, but we'll call him Jack, who every time I gave him information, he was senior to me. He was kind of our team lead. I was just one of the peons. And I was only maybe 5 years in my career. And so I had to give him all the information, and then he sent it to headquarters, which happened to be in Japan. And he was Japanese. Not that his nationality had anything to do with it, but all of his communication was in Japanese because that was the language of headquarters. So I didn't know what he was doing. I didn't know what he was saying, but we'd run in tests, and I'd give him all the data. We'd do the tests. We'd run all this, process stuff. So we'd go run the changes in the process and then do all the testing and write up a report. And I'd give it to him, and he'd send it to headquarters. Well, started noticing and this was in the days before email being rampant, so this was a while ago, and so a lot of it was done via fax and would get in earlier than he would. And I would see stuff come in, and I could see where it's coming to Jack, and it would have information, and then he'd have like data, like a graph or data that they were sending back, maybe asking questions, or they just included the original information back. And I noticed it was my stuff, but all appearances were it was coming from, and our Japanese translator told me, yeah, he's saying this was his work. And it wasn't. It was mine. It was Ken's. It was Meryl's. It was everybody but him. This drove me in. So confronting him was not going to do any good. There's nothing I could do about it. So in confronting him would have just hurt me, is that the culture of the company, that wouldn't have worked. So my solution, when I would give him a chart, a graph with the information or all the data, I started putting my name at the bottom, C. Doherty, and then the date. Just a real small down at the bottom. And then when it got sent over, my name was attached to it. He couldn't remove that because everything was hard copy. And even now, Excel, I'm not even sure Excel existed when this was going on. This was just before Excel came out. But now, even in Excel, you can put it in the footer. Yes, people can make that go away. The file if you created the file, your name is in the metadata for the file. That they can't get rid of. So you can put your name in the footer, name and date in the footer. You can do it in PDFs. You can add your name and date to the bottom of the PDF, or you create it all, you PDF it, and then send it to them, and you have your information at the bottom. It's a lot harder then for them to claim it's your work. Great way to do it. Give you that little bit of edge so that you can make sure they're not stealing your ideas. The other quick, easy way to make sure It's, you can say, that was my work, that was my idea, that came from me. Send it out in an email. It's so much easier than when I had to hand over paper copies, because now you send it out in an email and it's really easy. You save the email and you have a paper trail. You have an electronic trail of when you sent it to them, and you can IT can dig in, when did they open it, what did they do with it, all that stuff. So you can create a trace. So sign your work. It's okay. Even if you're part of a team and you're doing this as a team effort and this is your role within the team, sign your work. Claim it. That way, then people who want to take advantage of what you've done, try to take it and present it as theirs, they can't. But they can, but it's not going to be as credible because your fingerprints are all over it electronically. Very valuable, and it can help make your case if somebody is undermining you, gaslighting you, doing all of those things that can happen. Stop them in their track. Just sign your work and send it out via email so you have a trail. That's your tip for this Tuesday. Again, if you want to hear more about stopping idea thieves, because I have other things you do and how to respond to them, join me tomorrow, Wednesday, August 4th, 2021 at noon Central. You can register at, I'm going to have to put it in the notes. I just changed website domain, sorry. It's at caroldoherty.com/midweekmadnessbreak. So I'll put it in the notes. So you can join me, and I would love to see you there. If you have any questions or ideas, pop them in. I would love to hear them while I get the address. The registration address in the comments, and you can always check it out. It's on, the registration is on the homepage at caroldoherty.com. So join me and we'll talk some more and talk about how you can grow your career in STEM so that you don't have to struggle. You can go from failing to thriving and make a great difference. Have the career that you dreamed of when you started in this business. Have a great